They're not your friends. You don't go over there and shake hands, smile, hug their neck.
Let's knock them on their backs, butt them in the mouth, knock their ass in the dirt. That's what we got to do.
We got to stop that buddy ball. Smash everybody in the mouth.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day, baby. I like this kind of party. I like this kind of party, baby.
You're in the Doghouse with Rick Watson and Big Dog Sports Talk on 105.3 The Bear.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
You know what that means? Do you? We're the underdog. We're mutts.
My number one play is the power sweep.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
All right, we brought back the old stuff here today. How's everybody doing? BDST, and we are live here on Pop, on a little early, just because I won't be as late tonight, so I came on a little early today. Hit us up in the McClellan Chiropractic chat room. Whatever else might be on your mind, we'd like to hear from you. We talk about all sorts of crap here on Pop. So let us know what is going on with you. We won't have Dwight tonight. Dwight Vick is his girl, I believe his youngest girl's got a volleyball game, he said. So we won't have Dwight. Did not hear from Chris Lester today. I don't know if he's out and about. And we will not have Denny Van Pelt because Denny has been traveling and he's got a lot going on. And, you know, we want to make sure the wife doesn't get upset. So hit us up, whatever might be on your mind, also on our BDST text line. So I have what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. The update, we'll give you an early update for tomorrow morning. And I don't know how many more votes are going to come in for your all-time favorite Super Bowl on the morning show. And on the all-time morning, or the all-time Super Bowl, we have us a very close race between three Super Bowls. One being the Rams and Titans. The one being the David Tyree catch against the New England Patriots. And the other one being the Falcons and Patriots Super Bowl. Those are the three that are in the running. I think that are going to come down to one of those three. So we'll see where that comes into play. My Broncos-Packers Super Bowl 32 did not show up, and I'm pretty disappointed in that. Pretty sad about all that. So, again, on a little bit early. Now, you know, being married means that when the wife gets home here in a little bit, I will have to leave the show. We miss you too, Chris Lester. And I have to carry some groceries in. I know. So hopefully we'll have a conversation going, or I have to just put people on hold. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So hit us up and let us know what might be on your mind. What is going on? You driving?
Hey, I'm with the boss, and I'm getting the magnet put in the back of my phone because she is adamant that when we travel and stuff like that. Hold on, Rick. When we travel and stuff like that, man, she is on me about doing other stuff. So I'm getting myself situated for you.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah. So she is like, if you verbatim, you ain't gonna drive me off the side of the damn mountain. That is her motto. So I want to make sure. Yeah, she's right. You know, she's right. She's right. I'm bad, and so do what you. Her words are: kill yourself when you're by yourself, but don't kill me with you. That's her motto, man. That's her motto. How you doing, bro?
Good, man. We missed you. I guess you've been on the road for a couple days.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm getting. I hope I don't offend anybody when I say this, but I'm getting my Jamaican on. I got
Yeah.
50,001 jobs, and so you know, if I'm working in the morning, and I'm running around, but I never know. I try to pop in, man. You know, before the show ends, and I didn't pop in today, man. But I'm always trying to give, you know, definitely give you guys a listen, man, to see how things are going. I'll be in town. I'm trying to see you tomorrow, man. I'm trying to do 30,005 million things, man. But we'll make it happen. But I wanted to get on here and do some pop with you tonight. Forgive me for the sun
No,
behind me.
no, that's okay, man. That's okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
tomorrow is. I'm glad it's Friday. A lot going on this week and tomorrow.
no
So
doubt. No doubt.
yeah,
Sorry about for the
yeah.
sun behind me. I'm
No, you're
here for the
good.
sun behind me. Yeah,
It's all
man.
right. We got the
Talk to
Cowboys
me.
logos. That's all we
Yeah,
got.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
good.
That's all you need sometimes. Sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need, man. That's all
Hey,
you need. Yeah.
what
Huh?
is our BDST question? We're down to 3 Super Bowls for the
Mm-hmm.
best Super Bowl of all time. So we've got. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but you'll know all of them.
Okay.
It's
Right.
the Titans Rams Super Bowl, the
Good
tackle at
one.
the 3.
Yep. Good one.
People have the Falcons and Patriots in there, the comeback.
Not
Now, see,
when the okay. Okay.
I agree. I think that's a crappy game. It just had a decent finish, right?
Okay.
And then the David Tyree catch against the Patriots.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So okay.
I'm-
So I have to pick between those three, right?
Well, it looks like that's what's going to come down to. Yeah.
Okay. I have my own personal feelings about all three. So let's deal with the first one. The first one I have a problem with is the David Tyree catch. I always feel in the back of my mind that the NFL told the Patriots, we're not going to let you win it because we know what you've been doing. We're gonna because they were
Can't be perfect.
You can't be perfect with the stigma of deflate gate and take and stealing signs and all that stuff behind you. So I kind of thought that was kind of crazy for a team that was boat racing everybody. You know, I think that team. I think if we go back and look at that, I think that's the second. That's the second or third most prolific offense in NFL history, behind the Minnesota Vikings teams that did make it to the Super Bowl that year with Randy Moss. And then I want to think that here's the other one that was a great team is the Washington Redskins Fun Bunch team that won the Super Bowl with Doug Williams. That was one of the greatest offenses in NFL history. So
it was
that Patriots football team. I'm getting my David Smith on, trying to get my David Smith on with a little bit of knowledge, and so that's why I think so. That one, okay, the Tyree catch, great catch, blown call. It's documented. Brewski was supposed to go. Brewski had made the call. Rodney Harrison didn't get over it. Tyree had a terrible week. Big guys, guys make great plays in big moments and change the course of history. So I'll give you that one. The touchdown on the 3, the stop on the 3, the Titans and Rams, that was a great one. And
that was a good game. That was a good game.
That was a great football game. And it just showed the grit of the Titans, how they weren't going to give up and get that game away and fold it up, man. And it took a great pass by Kurt Warner to Isaac Bruce up the sideline, man, to save that one. So you got that one. And then the other one was what now?
The other one is the 28-3 comeback. The Falcons were way up, and then the Patriots made that legendary lucky comeback.
Well, listen, between Dan Quinn and the original boy genius, listen, I feel like honestly that was just the Falcons just being the Falcons, man. The Falcons being real falcony and just finding ways to lose games. If you go back in the history, they had the Cowboys down in the divisional round one year. Yep. Danny White came back with a great comeback and, kind of moved his history of being able to be like Roger, which he could never be, which is hard because nobody wants to be the guy after the guy. It's hard being that guy. Being the guy after that guy, being after Roger, going to 4 NFC championships, losing to the eventual Super Bowl winners that year, that was tough, bro. So
that was tough.
I will say the Titans versus the Rams beating the Titans. That would be for my vote. That would be my vote for the greatest game. That would be my vote.
Of those 3, I'm with you. But don't you think my Super Bowl 32 deserved more love? I mean, the Broncos, that was the Broncos' first ever win.
Without question.
And I'm extremely biased, but that was a great football game. That was 4 quarters of great
It was
football.
11. It was 11 years in a row that the NFC had won.
Yeah.
They didn't think the AFC could win the Super Bowl anymore. Yeah, ended the streak.
13-point dogs.
Yeah, 13-point dogs helped turn around and change the legacy of John Elway from being the most talented quarterback ever drafted and turn around and win the Super Bowl. Gave you a guy with a redemption story like Terrell Davis. Without those 2 Super Bowl wins, he doesn't become a Hall of Famer. Dude, I'm with you 100%. I think that's a great game. That's a good vote for that one. That was good. And it was a good game. I watched that game all the way to the end.
I know. David, hey, Coach, what's up? We got Coach Mabry with us now, Chris.
Coach, how you doing? Listen, I don't have my beverage yet. It's in the back of the car, but I'm on my way to Blacksburg.
He's driving. He's being good.
I'm driving. I'm being responsible. But when I get to Blacksburg and I finish doing my thing, I'm going to send you a picture from the fire pit with a glass of Russell's with no ice. I'm going to do my first sip with no ice. Just for you. Just for you, big guy. A cigar and a glass of Russell with no ice.
Coach, I think your mic is off. I think your mic is off, Coach.
Yeah.
Chris, could you hear him at all? I could not.
I can't hear him. I can't hear him.
No. We can see you. You look great.
You look great. And that beverage looks delicious.
The beverage, we got the TV on. We got a football game in the background.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, though. If I need to send a new invite, let me know. I'll do that too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me send. All right, let me send you another. I'm going to send you another.
Okay.
All right. Technology.
Yeah. I'm looking. I'm scrolling up, and I was like, I hit the phone. I was like, I don't know if they popping tonight, and I see Selma. I say, oh yeah, we're popping tonight. If it's on the shot, we're popping somewhere.
Well, I mean, come on, man. I mean,
it is what it is.
And I'll tell you this: if Selma were here, we'd be popping without the camera.
Oh man, no, yeah, hey, no, we won't because we're a happily married man.
Oh, that's right.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't,
Luke,
man.
Hey, Luke in chat says, tell the Chiefs and Cowboys to play better. Well, you got a Cowboys fan here, Chris Lester.
Luke, hey. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Trying to do it, man. Trying to do our thing. Yeah, man. I need it. Listen, I'm a Cowboy fan where I'm realistic to the point. I'm just trying to get to 19 games. I'm not trying to get to winning. I'm just trying to get to the NFC Championship. And as heartbreaking as it may be, I just need to break that drought. Once I break that drought, I can deal with everything else. Just not being in that wheelhouse. Go ahead.
David Smith loves your Cowboys. He's got a play in the NFC title game against the Rams coming up.
Hey, that would be, tell David, I believe that.
How about that?
Because I trust his knowledge above far many people, man. I like David Smith.
He's the best.
I love how he's the best, man. He is the absolute best.
I'm sending him an invite too. I'm trying to get him on here.
Please. Yeah, man, please. Just for a few minutes.
I'm trying to get him on here. Let me send him it. Do we have Coach Mabry? You got us?
Coach, I can't hear you, Coach. I can't hear Coach either. Yeah. What's not plugged in, Coach?
Technology. So it's not on our end. If you can't hear it, it's on the studio. Yeah. Something's not connected.
Since it was connected on
something's not right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let David know I sent him an invite.
Yeah, man. Looks like has it been pretty all day up here on the mountain?
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous today.
Good. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna send one. I'm gonna send one to Elmo too.
Yeah. It's that time of year, man. Get up here, man. Looking forward. And you know what it's like, Rick, because being around the program at Rafford, man. Parents, we bond together with these kids.
I know,
man. We are so excited about this.
I know
this family day.
Great, man. The young people are really young people. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they,
it is, isn't it, for you guys?
it is
Yeah, yeah.
a family day for us this weekend, man. And I think we're all just so excited to see each other. We're hype about the weekend, man. The media team has made it seem like this team is in real good position. We'll have our side chats. That
Hey,
one thing
yeah, we will. We will.
we'll have our
Yeah,
side chats. Go
you
ahead.
got another Cowboys fan. Jeff G says, "Evening, gentlemen." Chris, he even
Yeah.
specifies you, Mr. Lester. Chris, let's go Cowboys.
Let's go Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the guy. That's it, man. How about them Cowboys, man? It's that time of year. I'm telling you, man, football season. This is what I know that, fat pigs get slaughtered, but this thing called football for us, man, is
I
so
know.
beautiful. And this time of year, man, we're not the world champions, not the world champions because we don't play all over the world. But man, ain't nothing like from August to January when you got football,
I know.
man. And you just cherish it, man. You cherish it. It's so special, man. And I just want to get through these last couple of weeks. Everybody get through this through these next couple of practices, no injuries, man, and I'll be ready to.
Coach Mabry, we can see you. I just got a message that says your mic is
Coach,
not
you there?
connected. No, it says his mic is not connected. So, yeah, he can hear us and everything, and he looks great. It's weird that the camera's working and not the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're handsome. You're handsome as hell. I'm just saying.
Suave, debonair gentleman. You, as Peppermint Patty, you say, you slide fox, you don't slide dog, you.
Mike. You might have to do the very technical reboot everything, like I had to this morning.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Okay.
Cut everything off. Cut it back
and
on.
I think that last invite should work because we're seeing you.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay. All right. We'll get him back on here. Yeah. He's trying. He looks great. That's just weird. That's weird.
Yeah. He looks good.
Jeff says he's been a fan since Super Bowl 10, by the way. First football game I remember 5 years. That was my first one, too. That we talked about that this week, Chris. My first Super Bowl.
Okay.
My mom was a lifelong Cowboys fan.
Right.
And my dad was a lifelong Steelers fan. He started pulling for the Steelers in like the late 60s before they had Chuck Noll.
Before they got good. Yeah. Before they had that
and
great,
Mom was a big Tom Landry fan, and this was like in the 60s. So they were real, right? They were real ones.
They were from
and
the
here
beginning.
we were watching that Super Bowl, head to head. I was like, oh, wow, This is cool. That's the first one I remember, too.
So you got a Cowboys fan and a Steelers fan, and you turned around and became a Broncos fan.
I refused to conform, yes.
Yes, that's awesome. You got great parents because most parents are like sway you, like, oh, you got like one team. Nah, they let you pick your team. So in my household, my wife and my youngest son a Cowboys fan. My youngest daughter's a Cowboys fan. My oldest child is a Seahawks fan, and he chose the Seahawks because of the colors. And so,
I get it.
He loves the Seahawks. I've had to buy 2 Super Bowl jerseys for him because they won the Super Bowl, And he looks at me like, hey,
I don't want to talk about the first one they won. I don't want to talk about that one ever again. The one in New York again.
Hey, listen, man. Dude, that was now that was a whooping. And I think that was the last. Wasn't that the last great year for Peyton? Or was it the next year?
It was. That was that's the year he broke the record, and that was if you remember the very first play of the game, that was the one where the snap went over his head. It was a safety.
Went over his head.
Play.
Yep.
And then the game, and then it was just a wipeout after.
It was over. It was over after that. Yep. Yeah. That was crazy. Good old Percy Harvin from the 757 ran him a touchdown back.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah, it was a bad one. It was a rough one.
All right. Fingers crossed, Coach.
Coach.
No.
What is going on?
There was a little noise at the beginning, the very first word, and then it just disappeared. I don't understand that.
Turn his mic off.
Yeah, let me see if I get let's see what it says here. I'm not getting that your mic is disconnected. It's just All right, now that you've rebooted, I'll send you a brand new invite just to be safe. Here.
Yeah,
let's see what we got.
Do that.
Let me do that. Yeah, let's do that. We're trying to figure it out here as we go. Because Chris sounds great, and he's driving.
Driving up there.
Like
I might
90 miles
freeze
an
her.
hour while his wife is screaming at him.
No. She's asleep now. She's asleep. She's asleep right
That's
now.
all right. You're good.
But I have to be
Good.
super careful when I'm driving with her. I don't get to do none of the stuff. Like if I was driving by
Yeah, I
myself,
understand.
I'd be smoking a cigar and everything, driving all the way up the road. But I'm with her, so I gotta do all the safe stuff. All the safe stuff.
So you guys are coming. You guys are coming in for the weekend, for family weekend.
Yeah, we're coming in for the weekend. Gonna spend some time with our son, check on him, get everything squared away, and then we're gonna do something that we don't normally do when we come to Blacksburg, because we're always coming on like game weekend. So we'll turn around. We'll be coming in, and we'll be coming the day before, kind of late, and just going straight in for tailgating and going to the game. She gets to go shopping, something that she never gets to go do. So she'll go to different places, because women love to go shopping to different areas. Say, oh, their places are better here, so I'll go to this dollar store or thrift store or whatever. And I'm like, all right, go ahead. Me personally, she said, what you gonna do? If I don't go to practice, I'm gonna go to my favorite, the tobacco shop in Blacksburg, which I know the guy. He's really nice. He sends me stuff down. Come on, Coach. Coach, please.
Well,
No.
You may have to do it. You may have to do it via your phone. Is this computer or phone? Computer. Yeah.
Yeah, do it. You got to do it on the phone.
You may just have to do it if you want it, because I don't. It's not coming through. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, that would be my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
That's the reason that's why I use it most of the time. I do it off my phone. When me and my buddy we do our podcast, I usually do it on my phone. He's like, Chris, get a computer. I'm like, man, I would.
It works much better. Yeah, it can work much better from your phone. 100%. It's strange, isn't it? It really
did. But it leaves all the responsibility for him to do all the producing and things of that nature. So I feel like sometimes I feel bad about doing that.
No, I get it.
Yeah. Hey, you
Coach,
need to get some.
Yeah.
You need to get somebody to just a suggestion to help boost your next step in your subscription is to get you someone to run your TikTok, and somebody do an Instagram for you. There's somebody at Radford who knows how to set those accounts up for you, and that'll help you get more viewerships, and more views get you more subs.
What is it again? Which account?
Get you a TikTok account and get you an Instagram account.
That's what I have to do. The Instagrams, everybody's hitting me up.
Yeah, and if you do TikTok, it'll give the short reels, and just doing those short reels out there, it'll put it out all over the place.
Think
I'm telling you it'll work. It'll definitely work for you. Congratulations on going over 1,000. I think going over 1,000.
Yeah.
Went over 1,000. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're over 1,060 now. So we're getting
man. That's great, man.
We're getting up there.
Who would have thunk it? Hey, let me just go ahead and try this YouTube thing for a year.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Paco wants to join. Let's see here. I need your email, Paco.
Yeah, come on, Paco.
Paco, send me your email. It's 54039. Yes. That way you're not posting it here in public, but
yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. So, hey, did I tell you I went to go see the new Spider-Man movie?
Did you see it? All right, good.
I
got somebody else we can talk about this. All right. Yeah.
Went to see it. Went to see it with my son. That was one of my birthday gifts. I said, hey, we're going to the movies, me and my son. And we went to go see the new Spider-Man movie.
All right, what was your thoughts?
I liked it. I liked it. I thought it was good. I thought it was good. It keeps it in the frame, in the realm of just the struggle and the battle he has. But it always goes with the glitch and everything he has to wipe away so he can save so many people. But I've always had a problem with the reference of going from his aunt then to being Uncle Ben. That's always been my issue with it, because it's always been Uncle Ben's the one said, for much is given, much is required. With great strength, there's great responsibility. But Coach,
how we do? Can we get it now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All of a sudden, I feel like Steve Ragsdale.
Am I on? Am I on?
Am I on?
Rick. You should have been there the first night we tested. Oh, I wish I could have recorded it. It was classic.
Man, Coach. That's Coach, man. He's Coach. How you doing, man?
Doing well.
Good. Just rolling up 64, about to jump on 81 and run down to my happy place.
Is it about? Oh, that's right. It is move-in week this week.
No, it's just I don't have to deal with moving. I got to deal with this the family weekend. This is our first time making family weekend in our 3 years of our son being here. So we're excited about doing family weekend.
Okay.
So getting up here and this is their first time up, and so super excited about that and spending some time up here with him.
Yeah, I will probably avoid this weekend.
You know what now?
I said I will probably avoid Blacksburg this weekend.
No, it won't be that bad because it's just families. It's not like, well, I mean the students are back, but it's just families of the football team. It's not that many. It's only 105 football players.
I'm not. The football players are not my worry. It's the rest of the students are back.
Yeah. They say it's different. They say it's different with the students here.
It's a big pain in the ass. Rick can tell you.
Hey,
man. It is. Hey, Coach Coach Fabry, Paco wants to know, who's your favorite NFL team, or did you ever have an NFL team? You told us once. I think I know. Packers, yeah. Lifelong Packers fan. Yeah. Vince Lombardi.
Game I remember watching.
Yeah, man. Yep.
All right, so along those lines, Coach. I was good. Well, our question this week was the best Super Bowl, and I picked the one, obviously, and this isn't trying to rub it in, but that's when we beat you guys in Super Bowl 32 when y'all were heavy favorites.
Great game.
That was a great football game, though, wasn't it?
I think, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I mean, the whole game was. It was 4 quarters of greatness. So.
Helicopter, all that, yeah.
Terrell Davis, it was great. And Brett Favre hit Antonio Freeman for the first touchdown.
Yeah. I think, though, like what you were, like with your leaning, you go with, because probably, I got to say, the biggest thrill I probably had out of the Super Bowl was probably Super Bowl II.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Crushing the Raiders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Because that was, 2 weeks after the Ice Bowl.
That's right.
Yeah.
Was that 33-10? They just crushed the Raiders. I think
they beat the brakes. Yeah. They broke. Yeah. Yeah. And oh gosh, you got to think about it. That was such a big one because it almost got to the point. It may have, if the Jets don't come back and win Super Bowl III, it probably crushes everything they're talking about because it looked like the AFL was the minor leagues and they couldn't compete with the NFL. But man, give it time, boy. Give it time.
Well,
they made a run on it.
NFL had to do something because when the Jets signed Namath,
right,
and paid him all that money, Otis Taylor they kidnapped Taylor and locked him in a hotel room.
Yes. Yep.
Cowboys were the ones that had drafted him.
Right.
And all that was going on because they had decided to merge in 66, late 65, early 66. But they didn't start playing each other until 70, and they didn't start the Super Bowls until 68.
Right.
But they had already in an agreement, but they did agree to play some preseason games. And those games were, you talk about, and again, I don't know what the Nielsen ratings were like during that time or anything else, but, if you were a sports fan and you saw an NFL team playing an AFL team, you were going to watch it.
Yeah. It was on 2 networks as well. It was broadcast on 2 networks as well.
Yeah.
The only Super Bowl to be broadcast, but I think CBS and NBC, I think they both broadcast that game. Yep.
But the AFL was it was a breath of fresh air, I think. And that merger when they merged, the NFL just took off from there in 70. The NFL was a a rocket that was just still going.
Oh, I love the AFL. I have several of those books, the history books. Of course, the Broncos in 60 and all the innovators, offensive. What that league knew what it was up against, so it was wide open. Everybody was welcome. Chris, I think you mentioned this before. It was such a big cultural event because black players equaled white players, or not equal, but it was closer because the NFL was basically segregated.
Yes. Right.
It was. I mean, yeah, it was. It actually was. But like you said, but you had the merger, so then you had the opportunity to get those, get those players in. But then you turn around. Here's the other thing that really changed the game, and you guys went when the USFL came along. And so when the USFL came along and fought them, the greatest thing that the USFL did was you only had to be in college for 3 years, and then you could go to the NFL. So that's how you get a Herschel Walker. You could get a Jim Kelly. You could get those guys. And I had one guy from my neighborhood in Davidson, North Carolina. I think it was Peter Rayford, and he played for the San Antonio Gunslingers. And that opened the doors for a lot of guys. The great Kelvin Bryant, I remember him with the Philadelphia Stars.
Carolina.
Carolina, him. And you had Anthony Carter was playing for the Michigan Panthers.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Yeah, Michigan Panthers.
Bobby Hebert, right?
Bobby Hebert down in New Orleans. Down in New Orleans. Bobby Hebert.
When he start with Michigan,
yeah, he was down there too. Yeah, they had some players, man, and that just helped the league to go ahead and click over, and then that boomed it to another level. So, I mean, the NFL. Go ahead.
Yeah, that was the only league that's ever officially challenged the NFL and actually had some momentum for a little while. Right? It's not really happened since then, but it had some momentum early on. It did.
Well, I mean, but coach, didn't like both leagues really that challenged them really helped push the NFL to the next place. With the AFL making sure it got the segregation out with the players, and the USFL by getting guys with 3 years into the league and playing them, and kind of just helping those markets out that needed it.
And 10 years before the USFL, you had the World Football League.
That's right. Mike Burnip was a star.
Jim Kick, Larry Zonka.
Jim Kick, Larry Zonka. Yep.
Miami.
Wow.
Yeah, that was an interesting league.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Yeah.
I would consume it all.
Yeah, man.
And watch everything and just be interested in all of it. But yeah, it's funny. And then I reckon the other one was the All-American Conference in the 40s.
And then, the Browns dominated that league. Yeah. All-American football. What was it? The AAFC, right? The All-American football. Yeah.
Otto Graham was wearing, what number was Otto Graham wearing? Otto Graham was it 70 something? Or it was
70. 70, the number 70, I think so.
Or the run, it was 76 was the running back. Yeah, I can't remember what Otto's number was. Yeah.
Motley.
Yeah, Motley. The tight end.
Number 76. Marion
number
Motley.
76. Yeah. Wasn't he a tight end or he was just a running back?
He was a running back.
Yeah, he was a running back. Yeah. I go back to one of my favorite guys, Marlon Briscoe, the first African American quarterback. They made him move to wide receiver.
That's right.
But Marlon was
Denver Broncos.
Yep, Denver Broncos. Marlon Briscoe.
That's
what sure did. Marlon Briscoe. Yep.
Number 60 for Otto. Otto was number 60. I should have known.
Okay.
Joe Gill and James Harris.
Yes, sir. James Harris. Yeah.
Marlon Briscoe. Yeah.
Joe Gibbs sitting there wanting to draft Doug Williams and went down to Grambling. They had put a list out on X, and they had, put the greatest coaches of all time, and they just negated Eddie Robinson. I was like, no love for Eddie Robinson on this thing.
Really?
No love, none. Nah, they had everybody. They had all the modern day guys on there. But no love for him. Those guys.
The problem you've got with all that is as you get younger.
Mm-hmm.
they're not going to know, or they'll read, but they're not going to actually know the impact of people from
Correct
50, 60,
Right.
whatever years ago. They're not going to know that. The Eddie Robinson thing, we've talked about on the show before. We've talked about Notre Dame having the weekly show. Hell, Grambling had a show.
They did.
They had a highlight show that I
Mm-hmm.
watched, if nothing else, just for the damn bands.
So, oh my gosh! Listen,
I know.
So did you guys see the clip on Twitter today where the Spirit Band is playing for the football team and they're playing inside the meeting room, and the band is getting it because I think Coach Bud and the whole staff, they're gonna bring Stick It In back, so I'm excited about that. And the one thing I've always said to my kid, I said, listen, I love the fact that you play powerful football, but man, having the opportunity to have an HBCU band play for you, that's a whole different vibe. But man, it was good to watch the band. The band was really getting after it today.
Yep.
It's different. Had a good one today. Good one today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Whenever we play,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was listening. Mm-hmm.
Now go ahead.
I was going. Go ahead, Rick. I'm listening. No.
Well, no, I was just going to say.
I was sitting there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm quiet.
I was just going to reference. I was just going to reference the Howard. Like we go up to play Howard sometimes, Radford basketball.
Yeah.
Howard University. That's where Mike Jones went to school. And speaking of bands and the dance squad.
Yes, sir.
And you may know this tradition. They dance, but they dance in the middle of the arena. They don't dance on the floor.
Yes.
And they switch places in the arena, and they're all beautiful. And you're sitting there during the game, and you're like, forget the damn game's going on. And I'm watching these girls, and I'm like, good Lord, how does anybody focus on this game?
Hey, listen, you got to have great concentration.
And then you got the music going, man. It was just awesome. But anyway, I didn't want to leave out my Howard rep.
No, yeah, man. Yeah, that's a good one. So I was listening to you and Mike Rohn, JMU's AD.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there. And we're gonna have that conversation, Rick. We're gonna have that one. But I was sitting there and I was saying, he said, well, what was a worse, you had to think about it, was the loss to ODU or the last time you lost to us? And I said, well, when's the last time we lost to JMU? So I went down the rabbit hole and I was like, wait a minute, hold on. It was like, I think it was the last time, it was like 2010. That's kind of when everybody knew the wheels were well, no, it wasn't coming off yet because we lost in 2010. And I think it's been like 35 points that JMU's has scored against Tech. But I'm telling you, Mike knows how to stir the pot. He knows how to stir it. He had me in an uproar for like 45 minutes. Like, what do you mean the last time we lost to y'all? It was like 2010, But he knows how to stir it. I like that guy. That guy.
Matt's a good dude. He'll be a power 4. He'll be a power 4 AD next year.
I hope not.
He will.
I hope not. I want to have the opportunity. I want this. That is the only must game that Virginia Tech has to get back on the schedule and go and get that one out the way. You got to get that one out the way. But
I wish they could get together. I wish they could get together with Franklin and do that and sign like a 4-year deal. Play 3 of them in Blacksburg, 1 in whatever. Get them back.
Wherever. So yeah. Be able to do that. You gotta get that one out the way. But like you guys have said time and time again, Virginia's got to be good. Virginia's got to be good.
They've got to
be good.
Yeah.
They got to be decent. They cannot be a doormat. You can't have that and expect you to bring back the pride of Virginia football without that. I mean, you go beat Loxley this year. You go ahead and take over Maryland, get Maryland totally out the picture, and go ahead and make Virginia viable. And make it a real rivalry. The rivalry doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Well, I don't understand their fan base at all. Maybe Coach. Maybe I don't understand Virginia's fan base. you can have that football team last year be that good. Imagine if Tech had that team, the fervor would have been here. And they had to do all these special things just to get people in there for that game against Florida State on national TV. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think
Listen,
we went to a couple of those games.
Go ahead, Coach.
The year they were ranked number 1. And it was the same type of thing. I mean, you could have got there late, gotten a seat, gotten a decent seat. We all think, but the thing is, I don't know that they're ever going to be a draw, but at home. But the thing is, you were saying something. It might have been this morning, or you just didn't understand what the Big Ten was seeing.
Yeah, financially, just from a financial perspective.
I don't think Big Ten's worried about it.
Well, probably not at this point.
Now, with them thinking about what they can bring to the table, just athletically overall, and the things, and they're not worried so much about the finances because hell, you got Ohio State and Michigan and Oregon,
and Indiana.
California schools will eventually, they'll pop up at some.
They'll get it. Yep.
There's going to be money. Iowa, there's money there.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
They sell out when they suck.
Mm-hmm.
Difference too. Iowa's going to sell out a game, and they're going to be, if they go 3-7, they're still going to sell out that damn stadium.
Absolutely.
And I don't know that UVA will ever be a, massive draw. There'll be some games where they sell out and everything, but I still see their value to a big conference, unless we get to a point where the intangibles don't matter anymore.
Good. What are the intangibles, Coach?
The intangibles are, sports outside of football, academics, because, hey, we've got a school that actually does give a shit about whether or not Johnny goes to class or not. And all this, whose quarterback today came on and said he won't be going to any classes.
Penn State's new quarterback.
Yeah. And they said, what are you going to be taking? He said, I don't know yet.
I don't know yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's that. And the thing is, and at Penn State, they don't care about that. That's not a big deal. And, with most of these schools, that's not going to be a big deal. And more power to them. If that's how they do it, that's how they do it. And if UVA does their thing their way, same thing. And if they're able to succeed, which, I like to see them do well. I know the hardcore Hokies could probably care less and wouldn't do it.
True. Yeah, that's different.
But
I don't know. That's
Chris,
that's a different vibe. Go ahead.
How do you feel, Chris, about Tech? You think Tech is safe once the expansion happens? You think they're okay now getting Franklin in there and the dedication to money? You think maybe they felt like they were on the outside looking in, maybe internally about, okay, have we done enough historically, presently, and now do you think they're okay? Because this thing's going to bust open at some point with this new TV deal in a few years.
I think the new TV deal has got to be something, but I also think this apparel deal is huge for Tech this time around. You've got to be able to get the apparel out to other places so people can see, oh, that's exciting, that's great to wear. That's always been a big thing. And so I think as long as Franklin is here, you're gonna have the name. But the thing I love about Coach Franklin is that he understands my name is only good if we're winning. We got to win football games.
Right. They got to win.
They got to win. And so this year, even though people are saying it could sway as it's got to be at least 8. I say the minimum has got to be 8 because you won 7 with Coach Pry and love and handshakes and back slaps to get kids here, and you've got to win at least 8 and then turn around and get to the point of getting back to 9 to 10 wins and being competitive in those games. I was talking to a friend of mine from the Boundary Court podcast, Jonathan Talley. He said something to me that was so profound. It just threw me. We're sitting here right now. People are talking about 7-5 and barely win 6-6. And we were over the moon behind a transfer wide receiver from Norfolk State, a transfer wide receiver from Middle Tennessee State, a running back from North Carolina A&T that nobody knew who he was, a 2-start quarterback from Baylor, and a kid who left North Carolina to come be up here with his brother. And we were out of our mind behind that portal class. We were losing it. We're sitting here right now wondering, we don't know how good we're going to be because we turned around and got a guy who played 6-7 starts in the Big Ten and played in his first 3 games against Iowa, Ohio State, and what was it? Was Iowa, Ohio State. Who was the third team that Grunk played his first 3 games? He went through some monsters.
It may have been Illinois. I can't remember. Somebody like that. I can't remember who it was.
It was something. Yeah, three great defenses, and then he turns around and he needs Omar Cooper that had one of the greatest catches in college football history to save Cignetti's season to beat him.
Yeah,
and we're acting like he's some dude from a Division II school.
And I don't understand. People aren't fired up. I agree. I'm fired up. I think that was the coup for them to get him in. Franklin to get him in. He kind of knew you probably had a hook to get him here. They waited. They kind of waited before they announced it toward the end of the class. And I tell you what, man, I think it's the most significant signing of all of them that he had. He's going to be spectacular. I think. I agree.
This year's portal class is probably the best portal class that they've had since they've been doing the portal. But we lost our minds over Jay Lane, Daquan Felton, Ollie Jennings, Bashaw Tootin, and Kyron Drones. We lost our ever-loving minds.
Ollie Jennings, boy. People thought Ollie Jennings was going to be the greatest receiver in Tech history, man.
History. We brought the prodigal son back, and he was going to set the world on fire. That's what we thought, Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just and Dwight keeps my feet on the ground all the time because I can get to the point like, wait a minute, I see this. Dwight's like, hey, they ain't did nothing yet. And right. Dwight is still mad. And that's why I love him because they haven't done nothing. He broke his heart. I'm telling you, he's like the girlfriend that got the letter at lunchtime, but you didn't want to date me no more. And now you want me back. He's been playing hard to get. He's not doing none of that. He is not. They gonna have to prove to him that they can win, and that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
So
when is the ACC TV deal come up again?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea.
Great question. That's a great question.
I don't know.
It may get thrown out the window with this whole new thing that they're doing, whatever they come up with. I don't know what ESPN's doing behind the scenes. I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I heard that it was a very stupidly done long.
It was 2036, I think, was the original date. Is that right, Chris? I know it was something like that. It's something ridiculous like that.
All right, which begs the question. The next question then: does the ACC survive that?
2036?
No.
I don't see that happening, Coach. I can't see the ACC surviving 2 more years the way they got this money split up where you don't have to share the money from the revenue from the CFP. That's one of the most asinine deals ever because for the money that even the SEC shares the money across the board for everybody so that everybody can win. I mean, for your conference to survive, you've got to be able to have your lower tier teams at least be able to compete. So when they go out and play other P4 conferences, they can, stand tall for the conference. Vanderbilt's not in position, with Clark Lee and all those years and years of them sharing the money across the board so they can at least have competitive ball players. It's huge. So I think the ACC definitely has to revamp that. And I think it's just for the
2036.
betterment of the league.
2036 confirmed. The summer of 2036. It's the 2036-37. So it officially expires in the summer of 37. That's no way.
I don't think that lasts 5 years. I don't think that makes. I think that's gonna happen in 5 years.
So right now, a bunch of ACC schools are cheering for the basically for the collapse of the league.
Yes,
correct.
Yes,
correct.
Yes,
correct.
Yes, yeah,
Yep.
Yes.
And
But I
it's
mean,
the upper echelons that are probably the ones leading the cheers.
Yeah.
well, because they can't get out of their deals, coach.
Right.
So yeah, they can't get out. You know, when FSU wanted to get out, when Clemson wanted to get out, you know, they couldn't get out. So now they want something to happen to get them out.
Yeah, I don't think Jim Phillips has been a good commissioner at all. I mean, people might disagree with that, but I don't think he's been good at all for the ACC.
Was he the one that tied him into that deal?
Yeah, well, he's the one that exercised it. He had the option. Yeah, he kind of did it.
Mm-hmm.
He was the guy who tripped it. He had an option at the end of 2024, 25, it said. And, yeah, he immediately exercised it. I mean, they did it. They voted on it, but, yeah.
Man, listen, having games on the CW is terrible.
Yeah.
Having games on the CW is god-awful. I need a Buc-ee's further down here on 81. They only got one way back that way. I need it on this side of 81 so I can get the Buc-ee's. They don't have one over here yet. And I don't want to drive backwards just to go to Buc-ee's, but I want to.
All right, you guys carry on. You guys carry on for a second. I mentioned this in the open. I've got husband duties. The wife just came home from a big grocery run, so I got to stay out of the dog
get
house.
it in.
Let
buddy.
me.
Good
Hey,
in.
we got more. We got Morris now. You guys, I'll be back.
What's up, Morris?
I'll be back.
Morris, golf today?
No, I drove from Blacksburg, Virginia to Palm Coast, Florida today.
Whoa, you did it all in one shot?
Yeah. No, most time, Chris, it takes me about 9.5 hours. That's going straight through. I stop once, eat, once, eat, gas up, and go. It's 586 miles, I think.
Man, that's
6 miles, something like that.
Hey, that I mean, 9 hours. That's a ride. That's a ride. So what you take now? Palm Coast is that's closer to Tampa, or what's that close to?
No, well, once you get into Florida, past Jacksonville, then there's St. Augustine.
Yep.
And we're halfway between St. Augustine and Daytona Beach.
Okay. Yeah. I was stationed down in Orlando, Florida, many moons ago, and that was always a ride when I would come home. I come up, I get on 4, then I run it all the way up, and I would always stop in Savannah. And then I could get all the way home, and just again, I'd leave at 5 and get there by 12. So yeah, I know what that's like.
I went through. Maybe you did too. I went through boot camp in Orlando, Naval Station, the recruiting station.
Absolutely. Yes,
training.
That's what. Yeah,
but
yeah.
They closed it.
I closed it. I helped close it back in 1992. Back in '92, that was I helped close it. I was the last one of the last sailors that we pushed because in that time when you went through boot camp, they had men and women down in Orlando, and so we were down there in 91, 92. We closed the base down, and if you go down there now, there's a bunch of condos where the base is because that's over in Winter Park. That's over in Winter Park, Florida. And
I got you.
That we closed that base down. So I was there. I was stationed there, and I helped close it down. Like I told y'all before, all the stuff I did in the Navy is long gone. It's no longer here. So they don't have a boot camp down in Orlando. They don't. The ship I was served on is no longer here. The job that I did in the service is merged with another part of the service. So all the stuff I did back in those many years ago no longer around.
So you were a closer.
I was a closer, and I do that in real life now. I close deals, so yeah, I'm a closer. That's what I do.
What do you do now?
That's what I do. I do now. I work for a solar panel company, and I've done personal finance and investments for like 20 some odd years. Matter of fact, 25. I've done personal finance for 25 years. And that's what I've done. Talking to people and helping them come to a decision that's best for them. So that's what I do.
You have a broker or
Like it.
you
Yeah,
work for a company or
I'm
have
a
a broker?
no, I work for a company.
I got you.
Independent company. Do insurance and do
But
mutual
by
funds
the
and
way,
stuff
I
like
think
that.
I'm
Yep.
I'm changing my team from the Dolphins to the Jaguars.
Well, I mean, I drafted Baseball in my fantasy football team, so I might as well do that.
Yeah,
Like
Karen
I
buys these
picked.
cups, and
Yeah,
I've
those are
got
nice, man.
Virginia Tech, and I've got the Dolphins and a couple others.
Yeah.
But
Uh,
I'm up here close to the Jacksonville Jaguars now, and I have no
yeah.
idea what they have. Probably need to talk to David Smith and find out what they have going on.
David knows everything. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting with them this year. It's gonna be interesting this year. I've got a cup that I'm gonna go buy me. When I go this weekend, I'm gonna go buy me a Tech uh, Stanley Cup. But I've got a whole bunch of cigar bands from all the cigars I've smoked, and I'm trying to get somebody to put them on the cup for me and seal the cup. So I'm trying to find somebody to do that, but got to get a new Tech cup. So gotta have it. Gotta have it.
How many different bands do you roughly?
I probably got 100 bands. Because what I'll do is every time I smoke one, I'll take the band and I'll keep it. So I've got and I'm really in my trying to figure it out phase. I'm going from I'll smoke Cabanas, I'll do Fat Bottom Betties, I'll do CAOs. Like I said, the Blacksburg Tobacco Shop, the owner there, right? He taught me something that I hadn't even known. I didn't even know. I was smoking them straight out the plastic. I think I told you I was smoking them out the plastic, and I was like, he said you can't do that. You got to give it time to age. So he's taught me that. So it's like just learning something new every day with it.
You must be talking about Joe Nazare.
That's my guy. I got his number and everything in my phone. Yeah, that's my guy.
Down Spruce Run in Newport. Before he divorced Roya, and Roya is Iranian.
Okay.
And she married second husband after Joe Nazare. She married Merriman's son of the Merriman Center. Beautiful girl.
Wow. Okay.
We're talking about relationships, Rick.
Yeah, we're talking about the stuff that you're never going to do, Rick. No,
I just helped mine.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yes.
We're good now.
Yeah.
So.
I talked to Rick. I was actually talking to Rick as soon as I crossed the Florida line. And I said, Rick, you're still married, right?
Yeah, you better be.
I know.
You better be.
June, July, August. Wow, yeah, it's like 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Now.
Man, you vet you.
Wow,
you vet.
Wow. I am a vet.
Whoa. Hey, whoa. Whoa. Who knew? No, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, there is. Let's see. Paco's right. We got games on tonight, don't we? We've got. Ooh. Now, hey, I know it's preseason, but we got Raiders Texans.
You cannot wait to see Francisco.
I want to see my guy. Yeah,
you want to see your guy, man. Golly, I don't know. I'm just gonna watch the week when the Raiders play the Broncos and just watch you fall over yourself like, oh gosh.
I'll be pretty mad then. Yeah, he's gonna be pretty good.
What you got to do is do like me. Like I want Jay Lane to have I want him to have great games against the Cowboys, but I want him to lose.
Exactly.
See, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
that's how you do it. I want him to lose. I want Tootin to go for $150, 3 touchdowns, and lose against the Cowboys. I want all that stuff. I want my guys to have great games. I just want them to lose.
Coach Mabry, Paco asking, how many years did you coach football in all?
40.
40 years, Paco. How about that? 40 years. Wow, man. That's awesome.
So, Coach, I'll give you a little insight. So I'm talking to my kid last night, and they're getting home, and it's like 9:45, right? He's like, I'm coming home. I'm going to sleep. And I got to be right back up in the morning. And I'm sitting there looking, and I'm saying Franklin's trying to big coach. I call him Big Franco. Big Franco was squeezing every bit of the juice out of him. She said, "Why is he doing that?" And I'm like, I said, "Cause come Monday, he can't have him all day. He's got to share him with school. You know, even though Rick and y'all think nobody cares about getting a diploma, my goal is to get a Virginia Tech diploma hung up in my house. That's my shrine. I'm getting one from Norfolk State. I'm getting one from ODU, and I'm getting me a Virginia Tech diploma. Okay, how much it costs, and I'm gonna frame it, dadgummit, because that's what I'm shooting for. So they do care about those kids trying to graduate and have something to do after this thing is over and said and done. Because it's that 1% that gets to go play in the league. It's that 1%, and for us to have which always makes it so crazy here that it's not that we couldn't get talent. I mean, you got guys like Stephen Gosnell, Jay Lane, Deshaun Tootin, Kevin Gilliam Jr. is gonna mess around and make the Dallas Cowboys squad this year. I'm so excited. He's gonna make this football team as an undrafted free agent. Yeah, he had a really good game. Yeah, he had a really good game against the Seahawks. I think Josh Fuga's still in the league. I think Daquan Felton's with the Jets right now. Last time I checked. So,
Chris, I don't know what you're doing with Chris. I don't know what you're doing with your camera, but it looks. I don't know what you're doing with your camera, but it looks like you got a seatbelt on.
I do. I'm driving. I'm driving to my happy place. Man. I'm headed. I'm headed to go see my kid. I'm headed to I'm headed to Southwest Virginia. Where legends are made.
Yeah. Are you really? You're driving now?
Yeah, I'm driving now. Yeah.
How do you do that Dallas background in the car?
Isn't that cool?
Hey, listen, man. Listen. I'm gonna change it. As soon as the football. So next time we do Pop, I'm gonna have it changed, and because I have to be unbiased.
I think he's amazed at your technical abilities. I am too. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Man. Listen, my kids showed me how to do it. Don't act like I'm this computer genius. My kids
don't give you the credit.
Don't give me the credit. No.
Well, the first time I saw you on here, I didn't realize, didn't know it, but when I looked at it, I thought it was the Star City, Roanoke. I thought it was something from Roanoke.
From no.
Then I had to look at us, and no, that's
yeah, it is, yeah. 5-time Super Bowl champions.
Hey, Coach Mabry, before he goes, Coach Mabry, Paco wants you to give him a shout out.
Yes, sir.
Need to give. What's up, Paco?
There you go. There you go, Paco.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
We got you, Paco. We got you.
So has anyone decided to go see the Odyssey yet?
I have not.
It's up, Wayne. Wayne's with us now. Wayne's in the house with us right now. So
what's up, Wayne?
I don't see him.
Yeah, your Cowboys. That's right. Dave, I told him David Smith's got the Cowboys and the Rammies playing in the NFC title game.
My God.
Yes, he does.
Yes, sir. Yes, he does. Hey, listen, the addition of Von Miller is such a really good over-the-top move because I think every team needs a veteran like that, to help their younger guys get to the next step. Like with your Broncos, when DeMarcus Ware came there with Von Miller, it just made that defense incredible. They already had everybody else, but to have another guy opposite of Von that you had to respect. And Von was at Von was at the height of his powers then. He was really running around with his underwear outside and a cape on his back. That's when he was super amazing. But to have DeMarcus over there, getting back to his original position of being a stand-up outside linebacker, because the Cowboys tried to kill at the end of his career, making him a hand in the dirt defensive end, which was crazy. Yeah, so it was good for him. I was super excited for him to go somewhere and get a Super Bowl. I wasn't mad when he did it. I was just upset when DeMarcus DeMarcus Lawrence did it because I don't know, he went to Seattle and turned around but he did his job. So it
He
is what
did.
it is. He did his job. So salute to him as well.
Wayne says David Smith, I think, was suffering from a concussion this morning. We're still running tests because of his Cowboy prediction.
Hey, David Smith is a national treasure and must be protected at all costs.
Agreed. He wants to get involved in Paul. He's going to start getting involved.
He must be protected at all costs.
Yeah, protected at all costs. I'm with you.
Good.
Yeah, David mentioned this morning that he may come on tonight.
Yeah, I sent him an invite. He said to send him one, and he might pop on for a little bit. We'll see.
That's what's up. That's what's up. No, he's busy. He's busy.
Yeah, he is busy.
My goodness.
It's an important dude there.
It's funny with all your guests, Rick, Coach Elmo for sure, and then Todd, David, even the other reporter guests. You learn something.
Yeah.
I mean, when you listen to all those people, you can really learn from them. There's no, they don't have to do any filler or gaps with them. They could just keep talking about it.
No, I agree.
Over time.
Yeah, every time Dwight Vic's on, you just sit there and you realize he's coming from a place. He was at the top of what he did. He saw what he helped bring to Tech, and he helped get Michael there. And then he's got such an honest take about it. Nobody's a bigger fan, but he's not going to sit there. Like Chris said, he's not just going to sit there and say, "Oh, everything's great. Everything's great. They're hyping it up." No, he said, "I'm sorry. I'm tired of hearing it. Let's win some games." And he gets pushback on it. People push back on it, try to tell him he's not a fan. They try to tell Dwight Vic, two-time all-conference performer, he's not a fan of his alma mater.
Hey, I'm telling you, it is a delight. It is a delight. It's a delight when he pulls no punches and he's holding no quarters. He wants wins. That's all he wants. He wants wins. He wants big time wins. So here's a poll question. I think you put it out there. Can you hear me, Rick?
Yeah, man.
Here's the question that thing pulled out, and I think you pulled it out the other day. He said, would you be more would you want 10 wins but lose the UVA, or would you want to go like 7 and or 8 and 4 and beat UVA and Miami? Right. What would be more filling? And bro, to a fan, we were like to the friends talking about. We was like, hey, I want 10 wins. I could care less. I want 10 wins.
Right. Who cares if the 2 losses are Miami and say they go to 10-2 and they're still playing in the title game, the ACC title.
There you go. Yeah, we want to get to the ACC title game. Could care less.
So who cares? Yeah.
10 wins would be the most important for the team, hopefully getting into playoffs and the money value of it, of wherever they go.
Oh, there you go.
Make a lot more money.
Yes. Yeah.
UVA, I think UVA is kind of like Michael Vick talks about the lunch pail and Sandman. I think it's a thing of the past. Hell, we owned them for 25 years. It was 20 some straight games that we've beaten them. But UVA's they've gotten a lot better and all that. But got to take them wins.
Take these wins. Take these wins and get them. Take the wins.
Definitely.
Take the wins.
Coach Mabry, Wayne loves your NAR shirt. Wayne loves your NAR. It is a nice looking shirt. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was, when I came back, I said, I've got to get a couple of those. And I said, but I can't wear one until we beat Giles. Had to beat Giles to get one. And then I was like, okay, now I'll order one and wear one.
Tell you a current story about that, David. As you know, my aunt died, and I appreciate.
We've been thinking, praying about you, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, I've done.
I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
I did part of the eulogy, and in the part of eulogy, my aunt, which was a grand lady, she didn't call me Morris; she called me Morse.
Mm.
And So I told the people that I said, my aunt calls me, she never called me Morris, she called me Morse. And I said, in Southwest Virginia vernacular, the closest thing I can get to that is Naras is not Naras, it's Nars.
It's Norris. Okay. All right.
Southwestern Virginia
Man.
people, some of mine may have worn off, and I'll have the twang come back all the time, but it's a different vernacular than most.
Oh, definitely. It took me a while when I first moved here in the '80s, and I knew, because it wasn't that far away from growing up. When I grew up in Christiansburg, and we played them every year and all that, and then you get down here, and the culture was just something completely different to get used to. And
Well, apparently you fit right in.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad, but obviously good enough for 20 plus years. So
It's I don't know of any bad. Every time I go back up there, uh, Vic talked about that this morning. That if you're a Virginia Tech fan and you get ingrained in the culture and all that in Virginia at Virginia Tech in Southwest Virginia, he said they'll love you back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that, but he said that they'll love you back, and it's just a very homey feel when you go back. When I go back,
yeah, Morris, do you happen to know off the top of your head how many people live in Giles County?
not many. I think it's is it 6,000? I think it's 6,000.
I
60 some hundred, is that right?
Yeah, so that sounds about right. Now think about this, Chris. In 1991, there's two high schools in Giles County, Nares and Giles.
Okay.
1991, we went to Giles, and there were 9,500 people at the game.
Wow.
6,000 people live in the county.
Wow. Everybody
And,
was there.
yes.
Everybody was there. Wow.
And even now, and it's not what it was, but even now it'll draw 6,000.
That's crazy.
Pretty easy.
I just looked it up, David. I was way off. There's 16,000.
Oh,
787.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're growing.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
More than I thought.
Yeah.
In 78, my high school graduating class was 164. The graduating class this year is exactly 100.
Jesus Christ.
At Giles.
Yeah.
At Giles, but you got to remember there's factors in there for that.
Yeah.
The baby boom generation was from 46 to 64.
There you go.
So now as that bracket creep has moved along, you just have so many fewer kids.
Yeah.
At Narrows, their Virginia High School League number that the Virginia High School League goes by for classification and stuff, Narrows' number this year is 175.
Wow.
I think I saw that somewhere that Nares, Giles was 100. I think Nares is down around 50 in this class.
50.
Yeah. So when people keep talking about cutting classifications and everything and saying there's too many classifications and this and that, one of the things that I wish people would think about, everybody's always got the easy solution, especially when they're not actually involved. Think about the small schools, and when they do, and they're going to probably end up going to 4 at some point. And what I would like to see them do with the 6 classifications is leave single A alone and leave 6 alone, and then let 3, 4, and 5, do your dividing there.
Yeah.
Do your dividing there and leave single A alone. Because if you start putting these bigger and bigger schools, the schools, and we're small, but you got Craig County, you got West Point, you've got all these schools that are that are extremely small, and it's to keep a competitive balance.
Right.
Yeah, Newcastle or Craig County, they're smaller than theirs, I think.
Yeah, way small.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're small, and but my thing is, everybody always wants to trash, saying all VHSL needs to cut 3 classifications. But what they're going to do is they're going to take half of that AA group and they're going to kick them down to single A if they do that. And then
Single A, and they're going to be too big. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a difference. It's like Rick and I talk all the time about when he played at Pulaski County. Pulaski County was a college, basically. They practiced like a college, and
Coach Elmo.
They had large numbers. Coach,
that's what's up. Coach,
Gentlemen, how we doing?
How you doing, man?
Doing great.
Amazing thing, Coach Elmo, is we've been talking about you for like the last half an hour, and not one cuss word was used.
Well, there you go.
Coach. Nobody
come a long
cussing
way.
about Coach, and you always have.
We were just talking about the classification system in the state, and I was talking about you just can't willy-nilly go in there and just eliminate 3 classifications.
Right.
Because it's going to end up crushing the small schools.
So just leave the ones where they are. The 6s are who they are. If you're a 2, you can move up to a 3, or if you're a 3 not, just keep it between those. Yep.
Yeah, and if
or really, what 3? Just 3, 4, and 5. Not even 2. 1 and 2 are pretty much on their 1, 2, and 6 are pretty much on their own level. Because you're not, you're going to get more kids and more people in that population for the 6. The 1s and 2s are going to pretty much stay right where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Definitely makes sense with that.
Got a bunch of schools. That's going to be interesting too. A bunch of schools are going to be filing appeals here in the next little bit, trying to either stay in the classification they're in, or in a couple of cases, Liberty Christian's trying to move up, or not move up, but stay in AAA.
Yeah. Are they really? Wow.
Yeah. But they would be AA if not. But they, I give them credit for that. I don't give them a lot of credit at times, but they're wanting to at least play up.
Yeah.
Are they? David, are the private schools, Christian schools, or any private school, they're just blended in with the VSHL? They're just blended in with those leagues as well?
It's starting to happen. You got LCK in. Smith Mountain Lake Christian just got in last year, and they're in the Dogwood District, Region B, and they're trying to get into Region C, Pioneer District, which is the small school district. And right now, they're not where they want to be competitively, but I think the fear that everybody has is the amount of money that they've got. And once they start the quote unquote recruiting, that's going to get Roanoke Catholic is going to be the team to watch, I think, this year.
Okay.
I think their recruiting season was pretty strong.
Mike Burnop's school.
Oh man. Okay.
Do they still have the AAA, AA, single A, or is it?
It's 6. They have 6 classifications.
Oh, jeez, that's like New Jersey.
Yeah.
But see, they had it even in the 80s. In 86, they called it 3 classifications, but like 3A would have a Division 1 and a Division 2. 2A would have a Division 3 and a Division 4. I might have the numbering backwards, but they still had 6 classifications back in the mid 80s. They just didn't call it that. Now they just call it 1 through 6A.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think the discussion is maybe to go to 4A at some point.
What's the on the highest class? Is based on numbers of students? Is that
numbers of students? Yep.
And I couldn't tell you the exact numbers. Like I said, I know I was telling them Narrows here where I am, their number, and they count that number grades 9 through 11 is how the Virginia High School League counts it. So Narrows' VHSL number is 175.
Okay.
You need to get Rags back on here. He can answer all these questions.
Yeah, he would. He would.
No, all of them.
In Franklin County, how many? It's kind of interesting that all the counties in the state, which ones have the one school for the county, like Franklin County High.
Carroll County.
Carroll County's the same thing.
Cocaine. Don't mind.
Wow.
Pulaski.
Okay.
But the thing is, like a Carroll County is the travel. A lot of those staff is unreal.
Because they're in a higher classification.
And they've played down. For years they played down. But they weren't, and nobody really cared because they weren't really a big time factor.
Okay.
But but athletically, it's tough. It was tough for them to get to practices and stuff like that because you're talking
the games. Yeah,
leaving home when it's dark and coming home.
Oh, that's everyone that I remember talking to Billy Miles. God bless his soul. Just passed away, but Billy was telling he did a great job at Franklin County. And the tough part about this, you got numbers. The tough part, that county, it's from one lake to the other lake, and those kids got to work on the farm, So he finally got them to have buses so they could be bused after practice back to their homes, and that was one of the things he did to help turn that thing around to get the kids out because they couldn't get the kids out. The largest school in the state, from what I understood, particularly. But
Amherst County was like that too. But the thing is, Amherst County put out some big time teams.
Yeah, I don't think Carroll County's had a good quarterback since Frank Bammer, have they?
Oh, jeez.
Jesus,
that's kind of a joke.
Wow.
They had. I think when they started winning was when Mike Sharness took over. When he left Pulaski and took the Carroll job.
Yep.
He took them to the playoffs for the first time, and they went to the playoffs 3 or 4 years in a row, and then he left and went to Liberty. Liberty was in the same boat, and he took them to the playoffs.
Wow.
Liberty was like 0-10 and 2-8 and all that, and they went to the playoffs there.
Yeah, it makes it really tough on the further west you go because – in Northern Virginia, around D.C., they have all those schools. They don't have any travel at all. If you go to far southwest, I mean, some of those, you may not come back.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you may be gone for a while.
Yeah, you get lost.
When Pulaski dropped, when they first dropped, they had to travel all the time because the big problem was you didn't have schools of that size in West Virginia. Roanoke, you had Roanoke, but other than that, you didn't have the big schools a lot of times. That's why Pulaski always had these wild schedules with Anacostia and
I remember that.
And they played Bluefield there for a while.
Hell, if you go out to like Lee and Wise County and what's that other county out there? Hey, you make a wrong turn, you could be in 3 different states. I mean, you could be in Tennessee, West Virginia, North Carolina.
I remember I went to Grundy. It's one you had to put it in reverse to get out of town.
Wow.
One road going in.
Hey, we played Hayside in the state semi 2013, and it was like a 5-hour trip for us from Alta Vista. So we went to Abington and stayed in Abington, and then left the hotel, went down the Creeper Trail, got on 19, I think it was, and then they said you take a left.
Just take a left.
Drive another damn 45. And they said that this is the only road in and the only road out.
Wow. Who was remember Dave? Remember Ralph Cummins out of Clintwood? He used to have great teams out of Clintwood High.
Oh, Clintwood was just a tremendous program.
It was a power. They had some players. They had a couple of guys, Virginia Tech guys. I remember from Clintwood.
No, you're definitely that.
And they were consistent through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and into the 2000s before they closed.
Yeah, they were a Southwest Virginia powerhouse.
They were definitely consistent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Coach Elmo, Wayne's asking for your best Hank Norton story.
Gee whiz.
I'm going to go turn the football game. I'll be right back. I'm going to turn the football game on. I'll be right back. Y'all, go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, Coach.
Go ahead, Coach.
Probably, Coach we're playing Potomac State up in Kaiser, West Virginia. And I think the halftime, it was like 50 plus something points to nothing or 7. And they ran the opening second half kickoff return back for a touchdown. And he comes running down to the defensive side of the field for us and starts grabbing me, just both hands grabbing me. He goes, "They're coming back. I've seen this thing turn." I said, "Get your ass back to the other side of the field because we can play for the next 3 days and they're not going to win the game."
Right.
We got it.
Right.
Oh, he was hilarious on the sidelines.
They're coming back.
Oh, yeah. And he meant it, too.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, Coach Mabry, Virginia has exactly 100 counties, right?
If you say so.
I think they have on the dot. I think they've got 100 counties. They're covered a lot of territory unless they lost them. I think Florida down here, we only have 87. But I'm pretty sure Virginia's got 100 counties. That's a lot of schools.
Hey, Chris, where are you living, Chris? Chris, where are you living?
Where do I live?
Yeah, Chris.
I live in Virginia. I live in Virginia Beach. I live in Virginia Beach, Virginia. For 9 years, I lived 2 blocks away from Green Run High School.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. So
it was one of my favorite when I used to recruit at Green Run when Tommy Rhodes was the head coach and Cadillac Harris was the defensive coordinator. That was one of my favorite stops, and they had good players, man. I mean, they had a run too for a while. But,
they were down for a while. So when I came to Hampton Roads back in '99, Lansdowne was good because you had Percy Harvins there.
Yep.
Percy Harvins was there, and then Oscar Smith has always been who they were for years and years. And then when my son left middle school, they were trying to figure out where to go, and I ended up having to go to. The blessing was Green Run was throwing the football, and we had when Q Payton and Coach Brandon Williams was there, and it all worked out. They got and when my son was there, one of the best cornerbacks in the ACC right now, and you're gonna probably look him up, Coach Elmo. Tayon Holloway was playing there, and him and my son played there together. And Tayon's in Louisville now, and Tayon is amazing. You go put some money bags on him, but I think he's gonna have. He's amazing. So
I look forward to
he's gonna be the next big name to come out. Yeah, big name coming out. So I'm excited for him.
There's so many new high schools down. That place had grown. And then when they put that overpass crossing Hampton Roads down in the Chesapeake, Portsmouth area, whatever. I mean, then it just, Oscar Smith was that program was dead. I mean, besides Kenny Easley, they couldn't buy wins.
Right.
The next thing you know, the population. So all of a sudden, Deep Creek, Oscar Smith,
Right.
They became the powerhouses, and it really took away from the Tidewater area, from Hampton, Newport News.
Yeah, it did. Because
All the
those schools,
shipyard people went south.
that's right. So then you turned around, you had Indian River, because Indian River was still good. But then when they were able to go out there, then you turn around, you had like you said, you had Great Bridge, Oscar Smith blew up.
Yep.
Now Kings Fork is getting a lot of those kids, and they're starting to come. And so it's gonna there's nothing, you can't build anything new on the south side in Hampton Roads. In Norfolk, there's no more land. So all the land is now going out Suffolk, Franklin, in that direction. And that's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
That's what's gonna end up happening down there.
Yep.
That's what's gonna end up happening.
40 West.
Yep.
Coach Elmo, I don't want you to take us the wrong way, but I thought about you every single day this past week.
What's that?
I said, don't take us the wrong way, but I said, I thought
Morris.
about you every single day this last week. My mother, I had to stay a little longer. I had an aunt that died, but my mother lives.
I'm sorry to hear that.
If you go down, thank you. If you go down McCoy Road to the falls.
Yep.
And go all the way down to the falls. Well, the railroad track right before you get to the falls, my mom lives up on the hill or mountain up there. So I'm building a cabin in Newport down Spruce Run.
Yes.
So I go around the river road all the way back around. So every time I go around every day this past week, I thought, I bet you Coach Elmo has been in every part of this water down here.
Oh yeah. Oh, have water will fish. Yeah, have water will fish.
The New River.
Have water will fish, man.
I grew up on that river. There's a bunch of stories I probably shouldn't tell anybody, but I grew up on that river.
Hey.
We used to have, when we got old enough to convince somebody older to buy our beer, they had, you remember those little 8-packs of Baby Millers?
Oh, yes, ponies.
Wow.
So we'd have a contest down on the river. I guess about the time we were 18 or right at the time, whenever we get somebody to buy our beer. But we'd have a contest and we'd set a table. We had a tent. We camped out there and stuff. And then we'd drink a Baby Miller, throw it over our back. And the one that would do the most, we were drunk as skunks. It's one of them drowned on the river.
Wow. Drunk, yeah. That's crazy.
I'm not going to tell you more stories. I may incriminate myself.
But if you think about it, in the day and age, what you're talking about, a person to go get a 6-pack of beer and then just you'd have to find something. Man, names. Well, we can't do it, but we have to. So you talking about Baby Millers? I've never been a big beer drinker, but I remember, Schlitz was a big time beer brand that's no longer here. I don't think, how many beer brands are there out there now?
Schlitz. We've outlived them.
Yep. Schlitz malt liquor.
Schlitz
we always
liquor.
call it the shit.
Yeah.
Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Williams, right?
That was Colt 45.
Colt 45.
Colt 45. Yeah. Right. Colt 45, man.
Hey, ladies. Hey,
That's
I'm
it.
Billy D. Williams.
You guys remember Stroh's? Stroh's beer. They had the
Stroh's Light too. Stroh's Light.
Guy was crawling through the desert. Man. And he comes to this oasis. He gets up there.
Yeah.
Come on, have a drink, buddy. He said, nope. Really looking for Stroh's.
When I was at William Mary, we'd go get Old Milwaukee's 6-pack for 99
Old Milwaukee. Wow. Man,
great beer.
Man. Old Milwaukee. Wow.
Yeah. Because it was the cheapest.
Yeah, we would, gosh.
Morris, you remember when you talked about the Miller ponies? You remember the malt duck?
Which one? I'm sorry?
Malt duck.
Malt duck. I do remember that. Yep.
If you went out and if you had a date, you had to buy the malt duck because it was awesome. It was just pitiful. But the girls,
it sounded better.
Yeah.
What was everybody's first alcohol? Coach Elmo, what was the very first alcohol you ever remember trying? Was it beer?
I've never, I've never done I really have never done the hard liquor red stuff. Beer was the first time if I drank, it was beer.
Yeah.
I started doing the gin and tonics, and that wasn't pretty.
Yeah. Oh God.
I quit that in a heartbeat.
Mickey
There's a
Big
honest
Mouth.
man there.
Mickey Big Mouth.
Oh man! Oh my gosh, Mickey Big
I had
Mouth.
the barrel. I had the green barrel.
Man, oh gosh, my father-in-law used to drink those. Like he's in Youngstown, Ohio. So in Ohio, they don't have you have usual had drugs, so they have drive-through. Coach, they have drive-through stores. So he would drive through, and he had one at the bottom of the hill. And that
the
store would just
drive-throughs,
drive, and they would just buy Mickey Big Mouths just for him. He go get him. He get him a 6-pack of those and drink those. He drank Mickey's. I was like, golly, those were crazy. But
They're still around too. They're still around.
Yeah. He can't drink them anymore, but yeah, they're still around.
I'm surprised nobody's mentioned PBR yet. And down here in Publix, if you go
like
buy a
PBR.
case of PBR,
Yeah.
it's 20. It's $1 or a little bit more. That used to be next to probably the old Milwaukee. It probably is the bottom of the barrel.
The Pabst Blue Ribbon, huh?
I like PBR.
Oh, man.
I don't mind it. I like when you go to PF Chang's, they have it on draft.
Golly, that's
a little
crazy.
inside information there.
Yeah. What? Shoot, I don't even drink. I guess I only drink a beer when we're going into the game and somebody's trying to get rid of them because they can't take them in. So whatever they drink. But I think my first one is back in it was Coors. They had Coors, Coors beer. Kid running around. You wanted to put them to sleep. Give them a sip of Coors and they go to sleep. So, parents used to do that. Give him a sip of that. He'll go right to sleep. But yeah, I think when I was of the age of being able to get it, I used to always drink Old English 800. We would drink that. OE. Good old OE, the 40 dog. The 40 dog of Old English 800. And it was dirt cheap. Back in 90, 91, you could go get a 40 ounce for $1.10. Man. And we drink that like it was water. Jesus.
$1.10, yeah.
$1.10. Old English, man. Goodness gracious. The stuff we used to put in our body, man. Jesus.
Wow.
I got a buddy down here, and he he's retired now, but he was a federal prosecutor, and he went to University of Florida. And in Wellington, Florida, growing up, his family owned thousands of acres down there, orange groves, watermelon, all that stuff. And they had a plane. They used a plane for dusting and stuff like that. So the bigger reason, too, they need the plane is to get parts for their tractors and the big, heavy equipment. Long story short, this guy, he had his pilot license when he was 18. And his family let him fly to the University of Florida. He never took a car. He flew. So he's in, I forget which fraternity he was in. He was in the fraternity in Gainesville, and they could get Coors beer. You couldn't get Coors east of the Mississippi.
Smokey and the Bandit, baby.
He said, my parents would kill me, but he said, I remember I flew to Arkansas in that damn plane.
Eastbound and down.
Loaded it with Coors and brought it back to the frat house in Gainesville.
Wow.
You talk about stories now. That man got some stories. Man. He's still flying. He flies. They got a house up in North Carolina and then one down in the Keys. And obviously done very well. Hell, they had thousands of acres. They probably sold that for $40 million outside of Wellington or west of Wellington.
Yeah. Let's not get a car. Let's go get a plane.
That's right.
I just fly for this semester and come back.
Let's go over here real quick.
Let's go get a jet. Come on.
Let's go have a beer run. Where are we going? Arkansas. Yeah. There we go.
Speaking of that too, Rick, I'm friends on Facebook with Jim Pine.
Oh, okay.
Let's get him on here.
Jim Pine over in Tampa, I think it is.
Yeah.
He's got a private jet company.
Yes.
Wow.
And
he was on Greg Roberts'
he was
show.
basically at the start of the run of Virginia Tech, right, Coach?
Yeah,
he was on. Yeah,
he was on Greg Roberts' show, and not to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, but he was a hell of a player. You know, his granddad played in the NFL. His dad played in the NFL. He played in the NFL. It's one of there's like a very few low percentage of 3 generations of NFL players. And but you're right, and his son's a good quarterback. I watched him on tape. I think he's a sophomore, and we talked on the phone. And I told him, I said, call me anytime. As a matter of fact, I got a chance to talk to the kid a little bit, and but he's a good quarterback. He's a legitimate college football quarterback. Don't know how high it'll get to, but
wow.
Yeah, he was talking about that thing he does, that jet these people around, and apparently it's pretty good business for him.
Yeah, I think it's like he caters to a certain target market, but it's like net jets, or he could probably make a good portion of his money off just professional golfers, and there are a ton of them around the Tampa area, and over near Boca Raton, Palm.
Sure. Yeah.
There's a few up here near Jacksonville, Point Vedra, but the golfers all over Florida, and almost all of them, once they start making some money, get endorsements, they all fly private.
Right.
Morse, you think he'd fly into NARS International?
No, but he would fly into Dublin International.
Okay.
I was a chairman of the New River Valley Economic Alliance when we got Volvo trucks needed a part. And the airport, that regional airport in Dublin, is an international airport. They have a fixed base operation, and they have a customs officer there. All done. Roanoke is not international, but Dublin is. It used to be.
Yep. We used to pass it going to the farm. Yeah.
Put it on the map.
Yep.
See,
that's right.
You guys talk about football and all that. I'll fill in the blanks on the other side.
That's crazy. The Roanoke isn't international. That's wild.
It is not.
I know.
Yeah. FYI, I'm 17 miles away from Roanoke, just so you know.
Hey, you're almost
17,
there.
Almost home.
Almost home.
Almost home.
Guys, I'm gonna get off here. My dog is starting to throw a fit. So
okay.
I'm gonna get him taken care of. Y'all have a good weekend, and we'll probably see you next week.
Take care, Coach.
All right,
Hey,
Coach.
Coach, have a good one, Coach.
See you, Dave. Thanks, buddy.
No, that's all right. Thanks to Coach Babe. He got on via the phone. Houston just scored a touchdown.
Okay, well. Okay.
CJ Stroud looked pretty good. This is the first drive.
Big year for CJ. Huge year for CJ. That defense is going to be tough. It's going to be based on how far he can take them.
Yeah, they need to have a good year. Yeah.
And this is the worst year for you to be an on the bubble quarterback, because this class coming out is going to be great. Coach Elmo, I'm pounding the table for your kid, the car kid at Notre Dame. Everybody else like, who? Yeah, everybody's like, who? I said, hey, I'm on good premise from a guru that this is the best quarterback in this class this year.
Well, I think he's in the top 3. Yeah. I really do. I really like him. He likes how he's matured.
Yep.
And don't be surprised. If Notre Dame gets into the finals, he'll be one of the reasons, because he's good enough.
Well, I think they're bringing back the most. It's getting dark on me because I'm driving the car, but they're bringing the most defensive returners back in the country, aren't they, Coach?
I don't know that. All I know is every former great player that played college and NFL, their sons
they sent their kid to Notre Dame. Yeah,
every one of them.
Yeah.
Great player.
Yep. Plaxico did it. Jerome Bettis did it. It was somebody else said, yeah.
I can't remember who they were, but he is, one thing he's done, Coach Freeman, he was a great player at Ohio State. And one thing he's done that just blows my mind, literally, he's turned Notre Dame where people like Notre Dame now.
Which
You know,
which is
for
hard to
years,
do. Yep.
yeah, for years, everyone you hated him. You hated him. And I always felt like
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
Miami, back about, if there was a certain amount of time, all of a sudden the press wants them to be good. And when Notre Dame's good, it's good for college football. But all of a sudden they're rated in the top 5, top 10, and they're not. When I used to watch them, it said, slap the gold off that helmet, and they're just another good football team, not a great team.
Yeah.
And that was the case because their offensive lines were and then they go play Alabama in the national championship and just get trucked. And I mean,
Oh yeah. Yeah, just
that's not the case anymore. He's right there. When you look at Ohio State and you look at even the Oregons for that matter, he's in they're in the top 5 in terms of their talent level and and what they do with their talent and how they play with their talent. Which is
Freeman's got a chance to be great. I think he has a chance to be a great long time. If he wants to do it, I think he's got a shot at Notre Dame to put a stake for his legacy there.
There's no doubt.
I really believe that. Yeah,
no doubt. Yeah, he is really college football. You term of quality person, coach. He is so good for college football. And all this crap that's going on. There's and I know it's Notre Dame, and Notre Dame people think, oh, you should win at Notre Dame. You're supposed to win. No, that's not true. There's people going in there and screwed it up.
Look how long it's been.
You don't get to roll your helmet out anymore and do that.
Nope.
This ain't the 60s. It ain't the 70s. You don't just get to roll your helmet out and go, we're Notre Dame, we're supposed to win. Now you got to compete across the board. So, no, that's not true. For him to be able to win there, to win there, it's a whole lot easier to recruit in the South because there's a lot of prettier things to look at. So for him to get people to go to Notre Dame and stay there is huge. That's on him.
They're still, talking to my friends and people that I know have coached there. There's still a thing called academic credibility at Notre Dame, and there is.
Yep.
That's a fact. And then you go to South Bend. You're on the eastern side of the lake, and you ain't seeing the sun for 250 days out of the year. It's a dreary place.
Yeah.
But when I went on the campus for the first time, I played in the stadium, but when I was on that campus for the Coach Holtz funeral, it's mesmerizing. It was mesmerizing.
Yeah.
I don't see how a kid would not want to go there. And play and come out with a degree from Notre Dame.
Oh yeah,
I tell you, that's a special place. I went to the game. Justin Fuentes, maybe second year they played Notre Dame up there. So several years ago, I recruited for a company called Aviva. They were out of Des Moines, Iowa, and our training instructor was roommates with Rocky Blyer. The great 68.
Yeah.
And boy, I tell you what, at the end of every training session, you knew that he'd stand up on a damn chair and he'd do the Notre Dame fight song and talk about the great 68. So a couple years later, Alabama was playing Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl. Well, Eric Palm's good friends with him, and I always had 2 tickets at least with them. So Notre Dame's playing Alabama. These tickets are selling for $3,000 or $4,000 a piece. So I sent to Tom, a buddy, and I said, Tom, said, I've got 2 tickets coming. And I said, you interested in those tickets? He said, well, my son and his wife, they may want to go because he goes to every game. My son and wife may want to go. He said, how much you want for those tickets in the email? So I sent back and I said, Tom, I don't know. You're a friend. I said, I've got tickets. I think you're $280. 400, whatever they were. I sent that email back and it was like a nanosecond, man. He come back, Dave, you give me those tickets? He said, I need those tickets. So I said, well, I'll come over and tailgate with you with all the Notre Dame buses. Those people, top to bottom, have money at Notre Dame. So I went over and partied with him and all that. And the son was just him and his wife just thanking me and thanking me. Can't believe, you weren't trying to scalp them or whatever.
No.
And I said, well, I just don't do friends that way. If I was settling on something else, I want all the money I can get.
Right.
So he said, well, listen, if we ever play you in South Bend, he said, you let us know and we'll get you tickets and so on. Not knowing that then, all the alignment with the ACC, they play in 2017. That game with Alabama was probably 2010, 11, somewhere in there. Anyway, I sent back the email and they said, dude, you got a place, you come see us. So their tailgate for Tom Wire that was with Rocky Blyer as a roommate is between the Legends Club and the stadium. And Coach, you've been up there. You know how close it is. We went to Chicago, done an event with the Hockey Club. Then we stayed in Michigan City on the lake with a casino hotel or something. It's not that far. It's like 30 miles, I think, from South Bend. And cold. Their signature stuff is meatloaf sandwiches for this family or crowd. Yeah, that was like a damn brick bat. It was worse than Panera Bread, Rick.
It can't be. It can't be.
Wow.
Dude, that stadium was so cold. God, and the tailgate. And it was I remember as a kid watching Montana on TV. But it looks like it's huge. It's not. And that was the year before they got big screens. When you went into that stadium then, you had the football field, the lines. There was no TV, none of that stuff. You came to watch football. And then the touchdown Jesus, I thought that was at the end of the stadium. That's way back there.
It's way, yeah.
Wow.
We went to the Basilica, the grottos and stuff. Beautiful campus, and it's oozing with football history.
Yes,
Mendoza just threw a pick 6, by the way.
Oh, there you go. Now the rookie jitters are out. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, better off throwing them now.
Exactly.
Hey, they don't count now. Yeah, they don't count now. Throw them all now. Throw them now. Yeah, get them out.
That's the only way you're going to learn.
Yep.
Bad effort trying to make the tackle too. Bad effort trying to make the tackle.
No. I don't need. You don't have to be no hero. I don't need. He does not need to be a hero tackling no linebacker. Let that man. That man may be working for FedEx next year.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? No need to be no hero. Fernando's gonna be in the league. That linebacker's hoping to be in the league. No sir.
Coach Elmo, I got a question for you on Notre Dame. So Lou was there from what, 84, 5?
He was there 86. 84, 85, 86 was his first year to 96. 10 years.
10 years.
Did you ever talk to Coach Olson? I mean, I guess you were at Virginia, UVA, or somewhere then, right?
Well, I worked for him at Minnesota in 84. When he was the head coach of Minnesota, I was the defensive back coach for him. We played for him. And then when he went to Notre Dame, when I was at Virginia, we played Notre Dame in the kickoff classic in the Giants Stadium, got our ass kicked. They just come off the national championship, and they had all the players returning. We got our ass kicked. But so I did have a chance to visit with him. And, I would see him periodically at conventions and things of that nature. When he was in South Carolina, I went down to visit, spent time with him, them, the staff, and whatever. So, we had, there was professional conversations from that perspective. He offered me a job at South Carolina his last year, and, it was his last year, and I couldn't do it.
You said, Coach, I've already been fired too many times.
Yeah, but it's fun, when he'll make it sound like it's the best job in America, and we're going to win every game, and it's hard. He's hard to turn down. Hard. Trust me.
Hey, Wayne.
I tell you what, I'm sorry, Rick.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, that was good.
I've used my years in banking and stuff like that. I've used a lot of stuff that Coach Holtz has taught.
Oh,
and the main thing is his three things that you do, and life's not complicated. And I've used that for years. I mean, he was an amazing man. I love when he would start telling the stories about his lisp and spitting and stuff. And he
He's
says,
hilarious.
I got the job at Notre Dame. Somebody up there's looking out for me.
Yeah. He was I always, if you take one word to describe coaches, which is genuine enthusiasm, which fed him, because it was enthusiasm, always outward expression of an inward belief. If he believed in you, hold on to your ass. You're into the ride of your life. I mean, you are in for the ride of your life if he believed. If he believed in you, if he really truly saw talent and saw the best version of you, which, even as a player, you don't know that yet, till someone brings that out in you. I think we've all experienced that with someone in our lives, and there was nobody better than him, from that perspective. I mean, it was a ride. You, like I said, hop on, and it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be very uncomfortable.
Hey, Chris Lester.
Yes,
Chris,
sir. Yes.
Wayne's asking you the bigger mistake for Tony Romo, the fumbled snap on the kick in the playoffs or the DUI?
Wow.
For me, it's the fumble snap. It's the fumble snap. For me. Oh, God.
Chris,
listen, I
that
still
hurts.
to this day, listen, to this day, I still blame Parcells for that. I still blame Parcells for that because
Why?
I'm like, I'm gonna tell you why, Coach. Because I'm going, it's 4th and 1. I'm gonna go. Okay, I understand the logic of it, but this is why I blame Parcells. You'd already made him your starter. No other team, and you've never seen it anywhere else where your starting quarterback is the holder. Holder. No one else has done that. So he already they had already pulled off, gone to Seattle, tough environment, got this guy to this point. You should have, by the time you knew he was going to be your starter, you should have worked somebody else to be the holder. In that situation. He already had enough scrutiny on him. He's the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys. Put somebody else in there. You had the game won. It's 4th down. Yeah. You could, it's 4th and 1. You kick the field goal. You get out of there. You win, and you go forward. And you probably be able to get a little bit more control from Jerry at that time to make the moves you wanted to. But then you turn around when you lost that. The screwy thing about Jerry Jones is that by year 3, he's gonna do something to mess it up. I think now that he's gotten, I'm telling you, across the board, by the 3rd year, he's gonna do something to mess it up because he's bored. He's extremely, extremely rich man that used to be a football player, and now he's bored.
Well, let me
so
tell
he's
you
got
what.
to mess with it.
Let me tell you what. The kid they signed out of Ohio State, Downs is his name.
Oh, Caleb. Yeah.
Back.
Yes.
I watched him when he was a junior.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's one of the better. I haven't seen a defensive back,
man,
that played. You talk about a linebacker on the run and literally corner skills on the pass.
Yes.
I think since what was the Michigan kid that won the Heisman? What was his name?
You talking about that? You talking about Charles Woodson?
Yeah, I haven't seen a defensive back like him since Woodson.
Yeah.
Does it all.
Charles. Yeah,
and apparently his leadership skills. It's and he's in the perfect position because let me tell you, you can have the greatest corners in the world.
Yes.
If you ain't got good safeties, those corners ain't gonna be worth a shit.
They can't. Yeah, because you can't cover all day. You can't cover all day.
Your safeties, and at your quarterback. And you got to be strong down the middle. Safety, linebacker,
safety, linebacker. Yep, defensive tackle. Right.
And let me tell you, he will have an impact on that football team. I'm convinced.
Oh yeah. I mean, but because he's got the ability, coach, to be able to go. He can play it. He can play in your slot. He can play in your dime package. You know, you can run it. You can run him as a free. He's just so versatile.
Oh yeah.
And
his blitz talents are ridiculous. That's another thing.
Yeah,
that's another huge evaluating piece for me. You know, some kids, you can call them all they want. And I remember when I was at Wisconsin, we had this one kid, we're calling these pressures and making no play. Finally, I said, that's it. I took my best safety. I said, when we call this blitz, your ass lines up there and you run it. And we didn't have to coach him. The next thing you know, it's a strip fumble.
Yep.
You know, some kids have it and some kids don't.
They got a really good young linebacker in Wisconsin now that I know about. And
really?
Yeah. I'm gonna get his name for you. I'm gonna get his name for you, pass it on to Rick and have you look at him. Cool. He was as a freshman last year. He was amazing for Wisconsin last year.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to
they gotta
send
have
it to
a good
you.
season. If they don't, they're gonna fire that guy.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of him. Yeah.
He'll be gone if he doesn't have a good year. It's a shame. He's a really good kid, really good player. They had to pony up to keep him. Yeah, the whole nation wanted him. Well, the good news is they got the quarterback.
Yeah,
please. The good news is they got the quarterback from Old Dominion, who I really liked. I really liked him. I think he's a good. Oh, I love him as a college quarterback. He's got eight. I mean, they won 9 games at Old Dominion with the kid. They won 9.
Yeah,
and he's got Virginia Tech 28-0 at the half.
Yeah, man. Listen, he got Brent Pry fired. You know, so I can get it. And
after that game, I was doing the Greg Roberts show on the Monday. I said the first thing that came out of my mouth, I said that was 2 quarters, making $1 million in 2 quarters in 30 minutes.
Yeah,
that kid made $1 million in 30 minutes.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they and I think they went and played JMU tough later on in the year. Yeah, Old Dominion was a tough out last year.
They gave Indiana all they could handle.
Gave them everything they could handle. Yep. Yeah, and I think that gave them the confidence. You know, when they gave Indiana everything, they gave them who was Virginia Tech, and then they 100%. Came up here and acted that way. They came and acted that way.
Yeah, Ricky Ronnie's probably the most underrated coaches in college football right now because he's been so consistent. Hey, how do you think Norfolk State will do against UVA?
I mean,
they got a chance making a game.
Listen, they just got to keep it competitive for the first quarter. After that, man, they got to keep it competitive for the first quarter. They're not going to be able to compete with that because you win and lose football games in one place in the trenches. And Virginia's just too big up front, and they're just going to be able to wear them down. And Norfolk State is this year, they've got to be better mechanically. Just, how they look as a football team. Have they progressed from just making the simple mistakes, the lining up and getting the snaps off and being able to complete plays? That's the biggest step they got to take this year.
I give him a great shot if Michael Vick's going to suit up.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, listen. It's four people who are undefeated: Father Time, Death, right? Mother Nature. Who's talking about Death, Father Time, Mother Nature, and oh man, those are the 3. Those 3 are undefeated, man. And Father Time gets us all, man. Father Time gets us all. So hey, as great as Mike was, man, MV7, dude, it's done, man. They're gonna be a couple more years away, but once they get the trenches together, I think they'll have an opportunity to try to be competitive. That Norfolk State game is kind of like I want to see it work out for them.
Oh yeah,
I want to see it work out for him. I want to see it work out for him.
And his story is fantastic. what he's gone through, what he went through.
Yes.
What a great story.
The absolute great story. Right. Humble, took accountability for his actions.
Took it on the chin.
Moved forward, took it on the chin, deserved an opportunity to come back and be a positive person in his state. Yeah, in his state.
No doubt.
So I none but kudos for that guy. Yeah. Nah. Nobody.
Rick, I gotta get off, Rick.
Yeah, we're about done anyway, Coach. That's okay.
No doubt.
I appreciate you jumping on.
Morris, thoughts were with you, buddies.
Yes, sir.
It was a tough week for you.
My God.
I
appreciate that, Coach, and we're looking forward to 2 different Janets coming down. At the same time.
Do that. Yeah,
you can even bring their guys with them if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to Georgia. I'm driving tomorrow morning. I'm driving to Covington, Georgia. One of my former teammates, high school players, passed away about 2 weeks ago. They're doing a celebration of life. He was probably the most decorated player in the history of Georgia Tech football.
Okay.
In the 70s.
Okay.
That goes for you too, Chris. If you come down, then we can talk about Navy stories.
No doubt, man. I
got a shit at football, as you know.
Let's go, Chris. Let's go. Chris can go with us. Yeah, get Chris and his wife to go with us. Yeah.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I'm trying to get around and get everything done, but I'll definitely, if I can make it through, I'll definitely do it, man. I'll definitely do it.
Rick, we'll see you tomorrow morning.
I'll see you in the morning, Coach. All right.
I'll see y'all in the morning. See you in the morning, Coach. Good night. Good night, Coach.
Hey, there you go, Coach Elmo. All right.
By the way, Rick.
Yeah.
Did you get your run the damn ball hat?
I did. My wife has stolen it. My wife has stolen it for now. She loves it. She puts her ponytail through it when she walks and when she jogs. So yeah.
That's a great hat.
It's a great hat. There's a t-shirt as well. I want to get the t-shirt. It's cool. It's cool.
Who sells the t-shirt? Does the SWVA shop sell the t-shirt? I think they do.
It might. I don't know where Morris found that, but thank you, Morris. I thought that was you that said that.
I got that off of just Amazon. Just type in on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Amazon. Just type in run the damn ball cap.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Okay. It was awesome. By the way, Dwight and I are working on. I'm not going to say anything about it on the show, but it's one of the benefits of being on Pop. We're working on getting Mike on with Dwight here soon.
Good
to come on the show. So we're trying to get that. Michael Vick.
That'd be great.
Mike Vick.
Yeah, we're trying to get
Mike White.
Trying to get Mike Vick on with the White here. He's working on it, so we'll keep you posted.
That's good. Yeah. Marcus is the one I want to talk. Marcus is my favorite. Marcus is my favorite because Marcus didn't care. Marcus was great, man. I loved him.
He did not care. You're
right. Did not care. Loved that about him.
I think I told the story on Pop before about talking to Don Strock after Miami Dolphins picked him up. Oh my God. With the issues he had at the time, Miami is not the place he needs to go.
Yeah.
100%.
Burnip said the same thing. Yep. Burnip said the same thing. Hey, Chris, are you going to be landed tomorrow? You going to be able to be on the show? You going to be able to hang out with us tomorrow morning? Or are you going to be?
Yeah. I'm gonna get. I got to get up. I'll get up early. No question. I'm 6 miles from the kid's house, so yeah, I'll be up. I'll be up at that time.
All right, well, hit me up tomorrow. I'm going to see if we can work out a time just to see each other.
No doubt, buddy. Yeah, I can't leave unless I get my picture with you. I know.
And
then we get up out of here. I gotta see what I got. Got to figure it out tomorrow.
Because I'm gone all day Saturday getting my son moved. So yeah, we'll work that out.
Okay, we'll figure it out tomorrow. We'll try
to figure it out. So
all right.
Congratulations on that too, Rick. If he's going to UVA, that's awesome.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. He is. He's that's where he wants to go. So that's where he's going. So
it would be good for him. As long as he doesn't hold his pinky in his air when he drinks his tea.
Correct.
As long as he doesn't do that. Just remember where he come from.
Yeah. Go to get your education. Don't become a who. That's right.
There you go. Well, that's what's up, man. Hey, fellas, y'all have a great night. I'm about to get into the house, man. Y'all be good.
All right, brother.
See you in the morning,
man. All right, man. Take care. There you go.
Peace.
Great stuff from Chris. Hey, Morris, we'll see you in the morning, brother. There you go. Thanks, everybody. It was fun. Always fun to talk to all those guys. Chris and Morris and Coach Elmo and Coach Mabry. We've popped. It's 17-0 Texans, by the way. Fernando Mendoza. Is he back out there? Yeah, he's back out there. He needs a good series. He has not looked good. He has not looked good tonight. 17-0 in the first quarter. All right, everybody take care. We'll see you tomorrow. We've got Coach Elmo, Mike Ashley, open mic. He says it's an ode to ESPN. I'm hoping that's dripping with sarcasm. And then Jen, the Gamecock girl. Yeah, Wayne, we'll see you in the morning. Thanks, everybody in chat. Take care, everybody. We'll see you here in a few hours. Be good. Finally, Friday edition tomorrow.